Kaylee, get me Bliss and Esso on the phone. Stat.
Yo, what's going on? This is Bliss.
It's cracking IMSO. And I'm DJ Ism.
And you are on the Frontlines with Bliss and Esso all the way from Sydney, Australia.
Say fire it up! Say fire it up! Say fire it up!
All right, I'm Sean Benson from Frontlines Press, and I'm here on Bliss and Esso's bus at Rifflandia in Victoria for 2013. Part of the reason I first appreciated your music is because a fair amount of your songs contain political undertones. What sort of impact do you find this has on your fans?
I think if anything, we try and plant seeds in people's minds. You know, we don't try just to preach this is what's right and wrong. It's more just to get them to initiate some thought about it. So there's definitely references throughout a lot of our music, but I think that's one of the big things that people gravitate to. They really like some of the themes and topics that we do discuss and bring into the music, and you know, it's good for us as artists to be able to just express yourself through this medium and be able to, you know, really just funnel all that kind of through the music.
So some of your songs contain messages that promote partying and recreational drug use. Does this ever have like a negative effect on your popularity or your image?
If anything, it's pretty much a pro thing, and the people who enjoy it definitely make themselves known. It's not all about that, you know. It's just references throughout the music, and I guess if you're switched on in that kind of mind state, then maybe it can be more special to you than someone else.
We started when we were kids, you know what I mean, experimenting and doing everything. Now we're adults now, you know. You can hear through the album the maturity as well. So instead of like, yeah, it's beer o'clock and all this stuff like that, we're actually like, you know what I mean, it's beer o'clock, but we're 33 years old, and it's like there's a time and a place for everything in life, you know, and in moderation. And you know, and I think that our journey through the album and right now is at a point where we're mature blokes now, and we do things to look after our health. I think, don't we, boys? We're pretty good now, eh? Yeah. We're not going to preach you and say, don't do this and don't do that. We're just giving you insight of who we are as people. People are trying to escape reality, and, you know, reality is beautiful, you know, and people need to appreciate it and be a part of it.
What's the most culturally ignorant thing you've heard someone from North America say about Aussies?
You guys are just way too nice. There's not one thing that I've heard that can like, I don't know. I feel bad for you guys because we just come over here and we just plant our feet down and we're not going nowhere. We're staying in our boardies and we're not going anywhere. It's freezing, we're in our boardies.
Because of your promotion of peace, love, and unity, do you have any feelings you'd like to share regarding the situation in Syria?
There's been a lot of going on over there for so long, over in the Middle East, and between factions that just disagree with each other, and Muslim factions and internal factions that are trying to kill each other.
We just literally came out of Afghanistan playing some shows for the troops. To see it firsthand from that perspective, that situation, it was eye-opening for us to be able to understand it from their perspective, because as you know, we are very kind of pro peace, love, unity. We're going there to support the soldiers as human beings, not to press aside or anything like that, because at the end of the day, you know, we're not really a pro-war kind of group, and I'm sure a lot of people are like that out there. And that's one thing that we found out, you know, throughout our travels. I think the bulk of the people out there are very kind of geared towards a lot of the themes that we bring through the music.
And we went over there with the message of peace, love, and unity, not to preach and not to dram in your head, but just to spread the love and spread the message in wartime. That was the big thing for us going over there.
To be able to go, you know, to Afghanistan and play for the troops, and it's a total sober crowd, and you know, it's beyond, you know, the impact we had, you know, during the show and their response. It was afterwards. You know, all the diggers, you know, all the girls and guys coming up to us and just their faces, you know, and it's in their eyes on how appreciative they were that, you know, we took the time out of our day to go over there and give them a tiny break from, you know, the situation that is going on over there. And I think that meant the most to us and them.
Canada and Australia are doing real good things over there. We're doing a lot of things for the women and the children especially.
So it's Sunday today. And I have to ask, are you guys also happy in your hoodie on Sunday?
Yes, we do have a song called Happy in Me Hoodie, and we definitely are happy in our hoodies when we got them on. But I think we're just as happy without them.
Yeah.
So if you don't have a hoodie on, it doesn't mean you got to have a sad face.
What's your feeling after playing Rifflandia in Victoria?
Rifflandia was awesome. I mean, we just landed here yesterday. And to be able to see, you know, a crowd that size and to, you know, react to our music like they did is absolutely amazing. And we just went for a little walk, you know, around, you know, all the fans, and it was just non-stop, thank you for coming over here, thank you for, what your message is, thank you, and it's overwhelming, to see, another country, right on the mark of what we're talking about.
We certainly didn't know what to expect, I don't think, coming out here, and when we do our own shows, it's one thing, but a festival is a different thing. There's a lot of bands, obviously. So to get the love we did was crazy, and I know for a fact there was a lot of Canadians that might not even have known it, but they were so endearing and just like embraced us. It was actually really, really good.
Mate, we are tripping off that. Like, that is a high and a half for us. So we are blessing, grateful, and just loving you guys in Canada. Thank you guys so much for everything. It's awesome.
So roll with me. All I know is the sun.